All right, YouTube, we're back now for a round two Edison format, Epic Cards and Games. We got Julio slash Mario playing Instant Fusion Zombie. So he was here for round one. Decided to get him on camera again for round two. This time he's going up against Sal playing, I think, Chaos Fairies or regular Fairies. I'm not sure. We'll see what is in his deck. All right, so Julio's playing Trap Stun in this Instant Fusion Zombie that we saw. It did okay job round one, but I don't know. I'm just not a fan of that card. It's too slow, in my opinion. All right, so Sal looks like he's main decking Decree and Fairies. Not bad. I don't know. I think some people prefer playing the trap version. So he flips DD Warrior Lady. Yeah, you should probably. Okay, so he's just gonna mind control it. Yeah. What the heck? Maybe he doesn't have other monsters. I don't know. I probably would have banished it with the DD Warrior Lady. But maybe he wants to get the mind control out of his hand. Okay, so here comes the Instant Fusion. So let's see. Let me get the life points ready. I don't know how good. Everyone's saying this deck's really good. Already, here comes down the Caius. Oh, wow. So he goes Caius into Dark Armed. So he orange lights the Caius. So he took 1,000. What did he hit? Oh, he had Book. Okay, that's pretty good. So he had Book for the Dark Arm. So now he's got to somehow find a way to deal with that. Dark Arm, and he kept the Decree. So summon Shining Angel. So I thought maybe he set like, I don't know, like an MST or something. So both these decks are like floater decks. Like they just set tomatoes, set Pyramid Turtle, Shining Angel, Nova Summoner. So these decks are kind of similar. Okay, so yeah, Julio's playing Psychic Commander. So here, does he go? He's probably going to go for Black Rose. He should. Yeah. And one orange light's gone, so he gets rid of what? Shining Angel? What was the other one? Nova Summoner. See, this is one reason I don't really like these decks. I'm not saying they're bad decks, but this is why I wouldn't play them. It's just a lot of times your opponent has to attack into your monsters, or you have to crash your monsters. That's why I'm not a big fan. I'm not saying they're bad, but they're just other decks I'd rather play. Okay, so did he activate Book of Life? I think he did. So he attacks. So yeah, Sal's like left with no cards now. So I think Julio should win this game, unless I don't know what Sal could draw. Plus, if those back rows are live for Julio, whatever his back rows are, it looks like he has another spell in his hand. So he's just gonna take the damage. Okay. No, so all he has banished is the Shining Angel. So he's checking his grave. What does he have? What plays does he have? I think he drew a turtle. Is he gonna? He can't crack. What's turtle's attack? 14 or 12? Okay, so he mind controls that one. Oh, call. That's why he was checking his graveyard. So he makes. Wait. Give him his. Give him his Shining Angel back. So what 7 does he make? Psychic transfer. What, he banished Psychic to gain 1,200 life points? People were telling me about that card. I think that card sucks. But I get it. You need it in this deck because you pay so much life points for Instant Fusion. But still, I don't know. Just a synchro that just you gain 1,200 life points seems kind of weak. All right, so he heavies his Mirror Force and call. Yeah, this deck needs to drop Christia. Julio needs to just clear his monster before. I don't know how many fairies are in there. Maybe his fairy count is not good. But he just keeps attacking him directly, even though he's not discarding any cards. And then he sets another monster. Let's see. I wonder how many fairies are in there. I wasn't paying attention, so. All right, so he just scoops. All right, so quick game one. That Black Rose really sealed the game. All right, so game two, Sal's going first. I believe he's playing Chaos Fairies, but I could be wrong. We saw Dimensional Alchemist. Maybe he's got like a Chaos Sorcerer in there. I guess that's all it takes to make a Chaos is just throw a Chaos Sorcerer in there, even though Chaos Sorcerer's at 1. So Sal starts off with a back row and a monster. I thought he was gonna flip Dust Shoot there. Oh, he sides in Nobleman. I like Nobleman in the side deck. Wait, this maybe he has the other Raikou in his hand. Yeah, this is definitely a more Chaos Fairy deck because he set Raikou. I think the pure Fairy deck doesn't play Raikou, but he takes what, 12? I think this thing is 1200. I'm pretty sure. So we're 8068. So he just sets MST. People keep sending MST first turn. It's like I don't do that unless, like I said, and this is not a Future Fusion deck either. Because a lot of the times they just heavy your MST or MST your MST, and I'd rather hold it in case for a situation like this, in case he draws a floodgate. Unless you're gonna do something like really broken, then yeah, like it's better to just hold it. All right, so he searches Goblin or brings out Goblin, and now Sal sets 2. The reason I'm bringing up the MST scenario because I think like I've seen a bunch of people do it. Just keep sending MST turn 1, which I don't agree with, unless you're playing Black Wings or a Future Fusion deck. All right, so he summons Krebons. What does he make here? Goyo? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Goyo. I don't think you can make the Revive King. Oh no, it goes for Brio, which can't have priority because you gotta search for Goblin Zombie. That's one good thing about it, is when they synchro with Goblin Zombie, at least they can't call priority, pitch Mizuki for free. So he Mind Crushes Mizuki. Oh, man. That seems really bad. Like, because you can't even verify his hand. I think Mind Crush is good. It just... Was it worth it to just hit the Mizuki? You don't even get the information? I don't know. Probably not. I'm going to say no. I think he takes 1,000 from that one. I think he maybe had to do it just because is he going to search again? Now that I think about it, it's probably not worth the side Mind Crush against zombies. Because most of the time they're going to search Mizuki or Plague. And yeah, getting Plague in the grave is not that bad. But getting Mizuki, it's almost like... It's like they want to discard it. So... Yeah, I probably wouldn't side that card. Alright, he drew Book of Life, so... And he's got Bryonic, so if Sal can't... I mean, we saw Roar Decree in his deck, game 1. So if I'm Julio, I'm thinking, man, your back row is probably a bluff. Or Roar Decree, all you did was set MST, so... I'd play aggressively. I wouldn't care about his back row. Unless he sided in one random torrential, but I highly doubt it. Yeah, see, he's gonna bounce. Hopefully, he bounces a monster. Yeah, so Julio knows. He's kind of like, yeah, I'm just gonna. I don't care what your back row is. Mazook for Goblin. Oh, I was wrong. He would have got me with the torrential too. Mind Crush would have been good. Yeah, see here I like Mind Crush. Hitting Plague's not bad, but hitting Mizuki is just doesn't seem worth it. Okay, normal summon Plague. Instant fusion. Oh, he's gonna Book of Life him. Yeah. So here comes the Book of Life. Oh, and Urbolum. So he's gonna get 2 cards out of his hand. So I was talking to Julio about this deck, and he told me there's no room in the extra deck. And I can see why now. Because, like, you play Urbellum and Psychic Life Transfer, whatever. Because I don't think I think there was something that he couldn't fit in his extra deck. But you got to make sacrifices. Oh, wow, he did have the Gores. Does he still return a card? I think that's what I think that's what they asked. I don't remember. I don't remember when it resolves. So see, yeah, that's why they're taking a little break because they're trying to figure out when if he drops the gores, does he still get to put a card back? John's there, and he's an amazing judge. Shout out to John Vigil. Yeah, so they're discussing it because I don't know. I'm not the best at ruling, so okay. So he still gets to put a card back, unless does he have 3 or 4? What was it? Okay, so yeah, since he still had 4, and then he hits with the Reaper and is gonna get another card out of his hand. So leaves him with 1 card and gores. It's funny. I was like so certain he doesn't have torrential. I would have walked into it. I would have probably put my whole hand in there and walked into torrential. But Julio still had plays. Tribute for Christia. Set a monster. Huh. Okay, so tribute for Christia, set a monster. So now Julio can special, but what's he gonna do? Switch this monster to defense mode? How does Julio win? Caius, I guess. Caius is a good draw here. Brain. Oh, mind control's pretty good too. Oh wow. That sucks. His Raikou screwed him over. Oh, he's got a dead trap dust shoot. So yeah, Sal Scoops. Good game. Yeah. It's just I don't think there's much Sal could have done. His hand was terrible. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll be back for round 3. Bye everyone.